Hey guys, welcome to another unscripted review here at Level Down Review. So to make up for last week where we had no reviews because of the week of one-offs, this week we're going to be giving you two unscripted reviews to make up for it, guys. Happy? So today we're going to be reviewing March's My Retro Game Box. Now if you don't know what My Retro Game Box is, it's a monthly subscription box service that sends you a box filled with retro games. Usually like around, I believe, 3 or so games, but it kind of varies depending on what games you get and for what console. And for me, like last month, I got 2 NES games and 1 Game Boy game. So, transition to talking about the first. So why don't I start off with the smallest of the group, T2, the arcade game on Game Boy by LJN, of all people. Yeah, all those words combining makes me believe this isn't gonna be a good game, and me would be correct on that. By now standards isn't necessarily a bad game, but whenever you first start the game, one of the things you might notice is there's no sound during the actual game. Well, to be more precise, there's no music during the actual game. There's sound effects of things shooting at you and you shooting back at them, but besides that, there's no music. It can be very silent and lonely, except for during like the game over screen, I believe the title screen, and the transition screens, the one that tells you what points you have. During those, it plays music, so I know this game has the capabilities of doing it, but during the actual gameplay stages, for some reason they don't do it, which is weird and leaves a lot of silence. Also, if you're like me, the first time you get to the first boss, you will realize it is a wall of death and will kill you very, very quickly. Even when you know what to do, you're probably going to lose at least half of your lives trying to kill it because, again, it is a wall of death. After that, it can be like an okay shooter. It can be a little bit of fun, but overall, the first stage just kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and there's no music. After a while, there's nothing going on. It's just complete silence, and you kind of get bored real quickly. So, unfortunately, I'm not quite all that excited about after playing this. I might play it occasionally if I just want to shoot things, but at the same time, there's other games out there that I could do that with that are a lot better than this. Maybe not on the Game Boy. Maybe that's the reason I want to have it. Not really. But let's move on to the next game, shall we? So guys, if shooting people on your handheld device of choice isn't your style, then maybe snowboarding is more like it with heavy shredding. Is that what the cool kids are calling it? Number 1, I'm not a cool kid. Number 2, I'm obviously not a snowboarder. We don't live in an area of abilities to snowboard. So yeah, this is an NES snowboarding game, and first off the bat, looking at the game, I must admit the game's graphics are pretty good, at least for me. Maybe people will disagree with me on that, but for me it looks pretty good for an 8-bit game. As for the gameplay, I suck at it. Then again, I suck at all of these snowboarding games. I think I got maybe in the cool borders for a while, but even then, I could never get past anything. I had to cheat all the time to get past everything. Just like my youth, I cheated on everything. Sometimes even tests at school. I probably shouldn't have admitted that. Sorry. But yeah, it's kind of a fun game for me personally. I'm probably not really gonna play a whole lot of this game because I'm not really into snowboarding games. That was kind of just a niche thing because my friends were playing it when I was in elementary, but nowadays, I'm not so much into it. Also, even though I think it looks good overall, the game just doesn't appeal to me whatsoever, even after playing it a few times. So, yeah, unfortunately, this is another miss of a game that I don't think I'm really going to be playing whatsoever. Unfortunately enough, but we have one more game. Maybe that will hold me over instead of these other 2 games. Alright, so if killing Terminators wasn't your cup of tea, nor being a snowboarder, how about being a ninja in Wrath of the Black Manta? Now, if you're like me, the first time you probably saw this game might have been over when the guys that continue played it, and your impressions probably was like, yeah, I don't want to play that game, the graphics kind of look okay, and those cutscenes, oh my god, they're so bad! But after actually playing the game, now that I have it in my collection, I have to say that even though it's kind of stupid, quirky, and at points kind of bad, there's a quality about it that just makes me want to continue playing it and trying to beat it. I don't know why. Maybe because the gameplay technically isn't too bad whatsoever, and it's probably because that old classic retro goodness of, yes, it's hard, and I die a whole lot, but I must complete it for some odd reason. Also, maybe I just like seeing Sad Ninja. Sad Ninja? Yeah, he doesn't want to hurt people. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sad Ninja. You just make my day all the time. So, overall, personally on this, I'm a little bit mixed. It's not the best game out there, but I'm having fun playing it on and off, trying to beat the game. So, yeah, I actually think I'm going to play this quite a bit. I've been playing it a decent amount recently, in between like all the other stuff I've been doing, all the Let's Plays, all the video editing, but you don't have time to hear about that. There's a few other things to add on to this whole review thing that I've added for this box. And first off, which I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, I might take a picture of this later, is this little old keychain thing they can put on. It's the rubber grip that says Retrobit. I believe it's a website, Facebook page, something like that, but yada yada yada. So, I review this. It looks nice. I don't know what the group is. I probably should have researched that. Kiddies, if you're doing a review, make sure you research stuff, because otherwise you look like an idiot. And we have actually two more things, but I'm only going to talk about this one. You get a 20% off on your Jinx purchase, which it gives you a nice little coupon code back here for that. Also, I have a coupon code for the website, My Retro Game Box's website, where you get 15% off of their console shop, which includes consoles, accessories, and no games, unfortunately. I would like to be able to buy games through them and get the discount coupon, but yeah, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, if you do like a month, it's 15% off, and I think if you do it like up to a year, you get 70% off, I believe. But yeah. So that's everything that comes in the box, or at least my box. Everyone else's box is going to be different. So, new me, what do you think overall of the box? Alright guys, so after last month where I had a lot of discussions with several of you people out there about the actual prices of the games, what the actual box should be priced at, I feel like from now on what I'm going to do is I'm going to look online, look on Amazon, eBay, and some other retro game sites and see which amongst those has the lowest consistent price for the game. And then I'm going to tell you those prices and tell you what overall it's worth, because last month, while I just did pawn my local game shop, which would have charged me like $10 for each of those games, some of you people out there were saying your local game shop would give it to you for like a few dollars. So to be more consistent across the different borders, if you have a local game shop, if you don't have a local game shop, the only place that's somewhat consistent with a lot of things being sold is the internet that everyone can get to. So last month I think I added up to like $33 with shipping and handling, $21 before that because everything was priced at $7. This month, it's a completely different story. This time, with shipping and handling, pretty much all these games are $4. Yeah. The biggest price game is T2, which is $6. A lot of the NES games, you can get them for under $1 on Amazon, and then just a few bucks for shipping and handling. The most expensive one was T2. The Game Boy game is the most expensive one at $2. Plus $4 shipping and handling, of course. So overall, this is only $14 worth of stuff for shipping and handling, and you pay $41 with shipping and handling. So that's pretty far from being at a reasonable price of what you're getting. Last month, it was debatable. Like I said, looking online for me, it was close enough to say that it was worth it, but this month, not so much. And on top of that, most of the games weren't even that good. An LJN game, most people will tell you, do not get an LJN game. Some snowboarding game, which, mind you, is kind of an alright game, just not my cup of tea, and I believe I put that I didn't want, like, sports games and all that, but snowboarding is technically a sport. The biggest thing that I liked was Wrath of the Black Mantra, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I really like it or I just want to actually have the challenge of beating it. So, unfortunately, because most of the things that I personally got aren't that good, and on top of that, the price is like almost 3 times as much. Yeah, $14 and you're paying $41 for $14 worth of stuff is almost 3 times as much, which is ludicrous when you think about it. So unfortunately, for this month, I have to give this a meh. Oh yeah, guys, that's what it is. I believe that's the lowest thing that I've given anything recently on our show. I'm sure maybe someone out there will correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to this service. This is my second month with them. I really want to see them improve, definitely after what I got, because like I said, it's $14 worth of stuff and I had to pay $41 for it. So, yeah, hopefully next month will be better. I'm also hearing from them that they're going to add more consoles to it as well, including like some Atari games, Dreamcast, Saturn, Xbox, PS2, PS1, GameCube. So they're adding a lot more consoles to this box service, so maybe down the road we'll see a little bit more better value in what they send for us, but this month, unfortunately, it wasn't that. So, yeah, guys, if you happen to enjoy it, as always, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this box, what you thought of the service. Maybe if you decided to go and get your own retro game box, did you happen to get a better box than me? Let me know. Also, hit the like if you're not yet subscribed to us as well. And later on this week, we're going to be doing another unscripted review, and this time it'll be on the Japan crate. All of the candy. It's standing right over there off stage, but I have to eat a full meal before I actually go and eat that, so it's going to be a little bit later in the day before I decide to eat that. So yeah, if you're still in the mood for some more level down review goodness, here's some reviews, but if you're in the mood for more Let's Plays, here to Let's Plays, and until we meet again, I'll see ya next time.